Prarthana Shlokas. Krishno Rakshatu Man Charachara Guruhu Krishnan Namasyamyaham Krishne Namara Shatravo Vinikataha Krishnaya Tasmai Namaha Krishna Deva Samthidam Jagadidam Krishnasya Dasosmyaham Krishne Bhaktira Janjalastu Bhagavan He Krishna Tubhyan Namaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Mrutaduhe Namaha Vasudeva Sutandevam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum. Sarvesham Punaswagatam.
Shall I start?
Yeah,
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha Atha Panchadashodhyayah Purushottama Yogaha Shri Bhagavanuvacha Udhamulamadhashakam Ashvatham Prahuravyayam Chandamsi Yasya Parnani Yastau Veda Savedavit Adhaschodhvam prasrutastasya shakaah gunapravruddha vishayapravalaah adhascha moolanyanusantatani karmanubandhini manushya-loke narupamasyeha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadirna cha sampratishtha Ashvattamenam suvirudhamulam asangashastrena dridhena chitva tathah patantat parimargitavyam yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuyah tameva chadyam purusham prapadye yatah pravrittif prasrutah purani nirmana mohajita sangadoshaah Adhyatmanitya vinirudritta kamaha Vandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sangyaihi Gacchantya mudha padamavyayantat Natat vasayate suryaha Shashanko na pavakaha Yadgatvana nivartante Tadhama paramam mama Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhutas sanatanaha manashashtanindriyani prakritisthani kashyati sharirayadavapnoti yachapyutkramatiishvaraha grihitvaitani sayyati vayugandhani vashayat Shrotran chakshusparshanam cha rasanam dhranameva cha adhishtaya manaschayam vishayanupasevate utkramatam sthithau vapi bhunjanau va gunanvitam vimudhananupashyanti jnana chakshushaha yatanto yoginaschainam Pasyantyatmanyavasthitam yatanto vyakritatmanah nainam pasyanty chetasah yadadityagatam tejah jagadbhasayate khilam yachandramasi yachagnav tattejo vidhi mamakam Gama vishyacha bhutani dharayamyaham-ojasa Pushnami chaushadhi sarvaha somo bhutva rasatmakaha aham vaishvanaro bhutva praninam dekamashritah pranapana samayuktah pachamyannam chaturvitham sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha mattasmriti jnanam apohanam cha Vedaisha charve rakameva vedyaha Vedanta kritveda videva chaham Vavimau purushau loke Ksharaschakshara eva cha क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्वन्यः परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्त्यव्यय ईश्वरः यस्माक्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रतितः पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेवमसम्मूढः जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे पुरुषोत्तमयोगो नाम पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः।
उत्तमं भगिनि, गच्छामि भगिनि, धन्यवादः।
धन्यवादः।
We are talking about this renunciation, type of renunciation, how sattvic renunciation. We talked about tamasic renunciation and rajasic renunciation. Tamasic is they fail to do their obligatory duties also. They fail to do the obligatory duties, that they renounce the action itself. Whereas rajasic people, they are worried about their health, their whether they get injured or not, that sort of thing. That from that they are refusing to take actions. So they're not taking actions. Their obligatory duties they are not doing. So they are not acting at all. But whereas Sattviga people, so how do they do? Karyamityeva yat karma niyatang kriyat arjuna sangan tyaktva phalanchaiva satyaga satviko mataha. So here karyamityeva yat karma. So here the very performance of karma is abandoned by both the tamasic tyaga and rajasic tyaga. But such suspension of work does not take place in sattviga tyaga. So the execution of duties goes unabated. Without stop, duties are being performed. Their obligatory duties are being performed. They don't stop from doing duties. All karmas, including the nitya karma, these are nitya karma, that is obligatory duties like taking bath, all those. And each and every person has his own duty. Now, apart from this, so that also he has to perform without any break. So they are fruit bearing. They produce results. All whatever you do nityam, they have got some results. But Sattviga is not concerned with the fruit. He goes on acting. He doesn't worry whether fruits or results are there or not. He doesn't worry. So he does his duty to the best of his ability, though he is unattached to it. He is unattached to it, and he does not renounce karma at any cost. He will not be renouncing karma, but only renounces the agency. He is not taking any claim for his work. His work he is doing sincerely, without any sense of attachment to it, or goes on doing. That's all. Calmness and purity are born of this frame of mind. Even though he is working feverishly, you feel that he is very calm and quiet, but he is working intently, very seriously is working. But you see of this the feature, it will be very calm and quiet. So Sattviga Tyagi announces the fruit of all. He has no expectations, nothing. So he is just working, that's all. Fruit of action. And also he is devoted to his obligatory duty only. He is not doing all the works. Whatever is he has to do, that he does. Obligatory duty only. So like breathing is an obligatory duty. We have to breathe. That's a nitya, we have to do it, otherwise we will not survive. But there he also he learns yogi, as a yogi he learns pranayama, and he does pranayama, and this pranayama he does with as if he is just like we are breathing, he does pranayama. That's all. Everything is done as if nothing is special he is doing. He continues to do, and everything is done disinterestedly, and also here a man is healthy as long as he doesn't have the presence of his body. When he is working, when he is talking, he should not feel the presence of his body. That is called a healthy body. No pains here, there, ache here and there, nothing. He forgets his body as if body is not there. That is the sign of a healthy body. And he's always on the praise of the Lord. So meditating on the Supreme, and he does his spiritual activity, all the activities intensely, and but he is not conscious that he is the doer of these duties. He is just doing that all. He is just he is not feeling that he is doing it, but he is doing it. He is steadily fixed in the Atma Bodha. He is in the always mind is in the Atma, and this renunciation is verily the Sattviga Tyaga. Sattviga Tyaga. There is Rajasic Tyaga, Tamasic Tyaga, and this is Sattviga Tyaga. That is, he is doing all his obligatory duties, expecting no results, no attachment to it, as if he is just living in that work only. That kind of Tyaga is Sattviga Tyaga. So here, he is every moment he is giving it the best of his ability and attention. Every moment, whatever he is doing or whatever doing, he is giving the best of attention to it, and acts with his full abilities. And we have to combine energy in our work with indifference to the reward of the work, with no expectation. We have to concentrate our full energy in the work that we are doing. So this is what he is telling in this sloka. We continue.
Malini Bhagini.
Karyamityeva yat karma.
Karyamityeva yat karma. Karyamityeva yat karma.
Niyatang kriyate Arjuna.
Niyatang kriyate Arjuna. Niyatang kriyate Arjuna.
Sangan tyaktva phalanchaiva.
Sangan tyaktva palanchaiva. Sangan tyaktva palanchaiva.
Satyagas satviko mataha.
Satyagas satviko mataha. Satyagas satviko mataha.
Uttam.
Thank you.
Varalakshmi Bhagini.
Karyamityeva yat karma.
Karyamityeva yat karma. Karyamityeva yat karma.
Niyatang kriyate Arjuna.
Niyatang kriyate Arjuna. Kriyatang kriyate Arjuna.
Niyatang kriyate Arjuna.
Niyatang kriyate Arjuna. Niyatang kriyate Arjuna.
Sangan tyaktva phalanchaiva.
Sangan tyaktva palanchaiva. Tangan tyaktva palanchaiva.
Satyagas satviko mataha.
Satyagas satviko mataha. Satyagas satviko mataha.
Uttam.
Thank you.
Holap Mahodaya.
Karyamityeva yat karma. Niyatang kriyate Arjuna.
Karyamityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate Arjuna. Karyamityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate Arjuna.
Sangan tyaktva phalanchaiva. Satyagah satviko mataha.
Sangam tyakva phalam chaiva satyaga satviko mataha. Sangam tyakva phalam chaiva satyaga satviko mataha.
Uttam.
Nagamani Bhagini.
Karyamityeva yat karma niyatang kriyate Arjuna.
Karyamityeva yat karma niyatang kriyate Arjuna. Karyamityeva yat karma niyatang kriyate Arjuna.
Sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva satyagah satviko mataha.
Sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva satyagah satviko mataha. Sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva satyagah satviko mataha.
Uttam.
धन्यवाद.
Vinoda Bhagini.
Karyamityeva yat karma niyatang kriyate Arjuna. Sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva satyagah satviko mataha.
Karyamityeva yat karma niyatang kriyate Arjuna. Sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva satyaga satviko mataha.
Satyaga, there is the Dvittam there.
Satyaga spoke. Satyaga satviko mataha.
Uttam.
Dhanyavad.
Lakshmi Kiran Bhagini.
कार्यमित्येव यत् कर्म नियतं क्रियते अर्जुन संगं त्यक्त्वा फलं चैव सत्यागः सात्विको मतः.
Uttam.
धन्यवाद.
Raghunath Mahodaya.
कार्यमित्येव यत् कर्म नियतं क्रियते अर्जुन संगं त्यक्त्वा फलं चैव सत्यागः सात्विको मतः.
So, how can it be known that this Sataka is perfectly attuned to the right kind of right path of renunciation? What is he doing? The renunciation that he is doing, the tyagam that he is doing is right or not? That is explained in this sloka. Nadveshtya kushalang karma, nadveshtya kushalang karma, ushale nanu shajjate, tyagi sattva samavishtaha, methavi chinna samshayaha. So here Bhagavan says the relinquisher, that is the one who does renunciation, who is imbued, is full of sattva and is steady understanding. All with all his doubts dispelled. He has no doubts at all of what he is doing. He is about his tyaga. Everything is, all doubts are removed. Hates not a disagreeable work. Nadveshtya kushalang karma. That is, he doesn't hate any disagreeable work, nor is he attached to an agreeable one. He doesn't hate disagreeable work. He doesn't like to do that work. He doesn't hate it. And nor does he like one which is attached to the one which he likes. He has no attachment to that also. So here, Bhagavan now describes the nature of the person who conducts renunciation in a proper manner. He is telling the proper manner who conducts renunciation. That is the sattvic yogi. Sattvic yogi. Such a person is pervaded by sattva, or is pervaded, he is full of sattva, sattva guna. His intellect is able to discriminate between what is real and what is not, or the eternal essence and illusory world. So he is able to discriminate between what is real and what is not real, unreal, permanent and impermanent. So he has got that discrimination. So he is described as a methavi, who is wise due to the knowledge of the eternal essence, the self. Because of that, he is called a Medhavi. He knows what is required, what is not required. He can distinguish. He has got that discriminating ability is there. So what makes him different from others? It is his indifferent attitude towards action. Though he knows certain karma will produce sorrow and further desires, he does not hate it. He continues to perform his duty. His duty is performing, though he knows that it is not going to have good results, but he continues to work on it because it is duty. He does it because of his duty. He is doing it. Conversely, though he knows that certain other actions would lead him to liberation, he knows it for sure that it will lead him to liberation, or actions that he loves to perform, he does not develop a sense of attachment to it. This is the lakshanam of a person who is got sattva, who is sattvic tyaga. That is the attitude of a sattvic person towards action. He doesn't hate the disagreeable work, nor is he attached to any agreeable work. So eventually a slow transformation takes place in him. He is continuously doing it without any break. He is continuously doing it. A transformation will take place, and performing karma yoga is the same as performing sattvika tyaga. Karma yoga, that is doing the work, any work with full intention, full involvement, and this thing, he is performing sattvika tyaga. He recognizes his true nature as the unchanging eternal essence. That is his true nature. He recognizes it. It will come. The one who does, he will know that he is coming, and he realizes he is not performing actions at all. Prakriti is doing all the work. He is not performing. Atman in him is not doing the work. Only Prakriti is doing the work. When he realizes this, he becomes a chinna samshayaha. Chinna samshayaha, that is free of all doubts about his true nature. He gets a good awareness of his own nature, true nature. That is what Bhavan is telling in this. So he is how to recognize a person who is sattva guna and sattvika tyaga. Continue.
Rema Shriram Bhagini.
Na dveshtya kushalang karma.
Na dveshtya kushalang karma. Na dveshtya kushalang karma.
Here it is. Na dveshtya akushalang karma. Na dveshtya kushalang karma. Because akushala, that is disagreeable word. He is hating. So it is difficult to pronounce like that. So na dveshtya kushalang karma.
Na dveshtya kushalang karma. Na dveshtya kushalang karma.
Kushalena nushajjate.
Kushalena nushajjate. Kushalena nushajjate.
Tyagi sattvasamavishtaha.
Tyagi sattvasamavishtaha. Tyagi sattvasamavishtaha.
Medhavi chinna samshayaha.
Medhavi chinna samshayaha. Medhavi chinna samshayaha.
Uttam.
Anita Bhagini.
Na dveshtya kushalang karma.
Hare Krishna, pranam. Na dveshta kushalam karmaha. Na dveshta kushalam karmaha.
Kushalena nushajjate.
Kushalena nusajjate. Kushalena nusajjate.
Tyagi sattvasamavishtaha.
Tyagi sattva samavishtaha. Tyagi sattva samavishtaha.
Medhavi chinna samshayaha.
Medhavi chinna sansayaha. Medhavi chinna sansayaha. Krishna.
Devi Chitra Bhagini.
Na dveshtya kushalang karma. Kushalena nushajjate.
Natveshtya kushalang karma kushalena nusajjate. Natveshtya kushalang karma कुशलेनानुसज्जते
त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः
त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः
उत्तम
Padma Vishwanathan Bhagini.
अद्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुषज्यते
न द्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुषज्यते न द्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुषज्यते
त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः
त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः
उत्तम
Kanchana Bhagini.
न द्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुषज्यते त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः
न द्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुसज्जते त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः
उत्तम
Lakshmi HS Bhagini.
न द्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुषज्यते त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः
उत्तम
Sapna Bhagini.
न द्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुषज्यते त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः
उत्तम
Yeah.
next why should not one simplify things by renouncing all the work? Everything is over. Now, don't do any work, though no problem will be there, no work. Instead of doing it in a detached way. So this is the question, this is what Bhavan answering here. Nahi deka prita shakyam tyaktum karmanya sheshataha yastu karma phalatyagi satyagi tyapithiyate. So this chapter began Arjuna raising a question, the difference between sannyasi and tyagi. That's what Sri Arjuna asked Sri Krishna. So Sri Krishna is now making a recap of karma yoga. So karma yoga, which we dealt in third chapter or fourth chapter. So that is what he is making. Karma yoga refers to performance of duties while giving up attachment to the reward. This is karma yoga. So this is sattvic type of renunciation, not rajasic type. Rajasic will expect something, tamasic will not do properly. So that sort of not this sattvic type of renunciation is to renounce all the fruits of the action. So Sri Krishna adds further to the topic of karma yoga. He asserts then one who has a strong sense of identification to his body cannot completely give up action. So he cannot completely give up action. Giving up action means giving up the results of the action. So one who is that is identified with the body, he will expect results and he will expect benefit out of these actions. So who completely he has not given up his attachment to body, he cannot give up action, and he uses the term Deha Vrit, similar to Dehi in the second chapter. We cannot give up actions since body has to act in order to live in this world. We have to give up actions. We cannot give up actions, but we have to give up the results of the action, fruits of the action. We should give up. So this is karma yoga. That is real karma yoga is doing with work without attachment and without expecting any results. So same thing is the Sattvic Tyagi. Sattvic Tyagam is same thing. That is Karma Yoga is equal to Sattvika Tyaga. So the ordinary meaning of the word Tyagi refers to one who has renounced, who has given up all actions, But Sri Krishna redefines it to mean someone who has given up all attachment to the reward of action. Not given up action itself. He is not given up action. He does work. He has to work. Otherwise, in this world cannot exist without everybody working. The world cannot exist. So we cannot give up actions. If we are true karma yogis, we are tyagis as per the definition. True karma yogis means we are sattvika tyagi. We are tyagi also. So that is, we are tyagis as per the definition. We need to deal with the issue of identification with the body. So when we identify, that means we are doing everything. We are our action, our this thing, like that. If you have that mental identification, then it is difficult. Then there will be expectation of results and all will be there. But if you say you are Atman and you are just, your duty is to work, it is your duty to do that work. Then if you do that, then there will not be any expectation of results. That will be a type of tyaga. That is Sattvika Tyaga. That's what Bhagavan says here in this. So, Dehaprata, that is body, those who are embodied people have to work. There is no doubt about it. But don't renounce work, but renounce the fruits of the work. Or don't expect it without any attachment, do the work. That's what Bhagavan says here. Continue.
Suya Bhagini.
Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam.
Anasuya Bhagini.
Tyaktung karmanya shesha. Na tyaktung karmanya sheshataha. Yastu karma phala tyagi. Satyagi yapithiyate.
Pushpa Bhagini.
Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam.
Nahi dehabhrita shakyam. Nahi dehabhrita shakyam.
Tyaktung karmanya sheshataha.
Tyaktum karmanya seshataha. Tyaktum karmanya seshataha.
Yastu karma phala tyagi.
Yastu karma phala tyagi. Yastu karma phala tyagi.
Satyagi tyapithiyate.
Satyagitya vidhiyate. Satyagitya vidhiyate.
Uttam.
Vatsala Bhagini.
Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam.
Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam. Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam.
Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam.
Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam. Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam.
It's not dekhabhrita, dekhabhrita.
Deha. Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam.
Not deha. Bhrita is problem. Dekhabhrita, na dekhabhrita.
Nahi dekhabhrita. Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam.
Once again.
Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam. Nahi dekhabhrita shakyam.
Tyaktung karmanya sheshataha.
Yaktum karmanya sheshataha. Yaktum karmanya sheshataha.
Yastu karma phalatyagi.
Yastu karma balatyagi. Yastu karma balatyagi.
Satyagi tyabhithiyate.
Satyagitya bidiyate. Satyagitya bidiyate.
Come.
Malini Bhagini.
Nahi dekha bhrita shakyam tyaktum karmanya sheshataha.
नहि देह वृथा शक्यं त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः नहि देह वृथा शक्यं त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः
Yastu karma phalatyagi satyagi tyabhithiyate.
यस्तु कर्म फलत्यागी सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते यस्तु कर्म फलत्यागी सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते
Uttam.
Thank you.
Vinoda Bhagini.
Nahi dekha bhrita shakyam tyaktum karmanya sheshataha.
नहि देह भृता शक्यं त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः नहि देह भृता शक्यं त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः
Yastu karma phalatyagi satyagi tyabhithiyate.
यस्तु कर्म फलत्यागी सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते यस्तु कर्म फलत्यागी सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते
Satyagītyabhithīyate.
सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते
Uttam.
Meenakshi Bhagini.
Nahi dekha bhrita shakyam tyaktum karmanya sheshataha. Yastu karma phalatyagi satyagītyabhithīyate.
नहि देह भृता शक्यं त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः यस्तु कर्म फलत्यागी सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते
Uttam.
Nagamani Bhagini.
नहि देहभृता शक्यं त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः यस्तु कर्मफलत्यागी सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते
Uttam.
धन्यवादः
Hema Bhagini.
न हि देहभृता शक्यं त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः यस्तु कर्मफलं त्यागी यस्तु कर्मफलत्यागी सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते
Uttam. Here, shakyam is, you can be a santi is not to be done. Shaktyan tyaktum no. Shakyam, sakyam. Because we are stopping here, pausing here. So shakyam.
Okay.
Okay. Continue. So here,
Golak Mahodaya.
or we'll go to the next sloka.
Okay.
So here, how about a man who is attached to life and karma? So you see, anishtamishtam misrancha trividham karmanah phalam bhavatyatyāginām pretya nato sannyasinām kvachit. So here, Bhagavan says the threefold fruits of actions, anishtam, ishtam, misramcha, trividham karmanah phalam. So threefold fruits of action are anishtam, ishtam, that is evil, good and mixed. Anishtam, ishtam and misram, evil, good and mixed. So is the result of any karma. Any karma, these results are expected, whether it is evil, good or mixture of both. So bhavatyatyāginām pretya. So accrues after death to one who does not relinquish, accrues after death to one who does not relinquish, but there is none ever for the one who renounces. who has not renounced all actions, these results will have effect on him. Bhavatya-tyaginam pritya natu satnyasinam kvachit. So people who have renounced, nothing will happen to them. This will not affect them, but this phalam will happen to people who have not renounced actions. So that's what Bhagavan says here. So here, Bhagavan again elaborates on the theory of karma. Every action has a phala or fruit of the action. The phala could be evil, good, or mixed. Could be. The fruit always comes to the performer of the action. Any fruit found in nature also, you can see in general, generates more fruits. So every fruit of action has potential desires that result in more actions. So you do one action, you get some results, and it is depending upon the nature of the person, that will generate further actions. It's a chain of actions. There's an infinite chain of actions. This is from results of one leading to another action, then results from that, then results from that. Like that, it goes on, infinite chain of actions. So one who is not a tyagi, not given up attachment to fruits of action, is bound in this chain. By practicing karma yoga, giving up attachment to fruits of action, we can break this chain. We can break this chain of karma yoga or of any action, but by the practicing karma yoga, that is renouncing the fruits of all actions, we can break the chain and come out of that chain. So next phase of karma yoga, if we hold the notion that we are performing actions, we cannot proceed further in the journey of a seeker. We are performing actions. It is not actually we are performing actions. Some Bhagavan is performing actions. Prakriti is performing actions, not Bhagavan. Prakriti is performing actions, and we are we are not in any way affected because we are actually Atman, Brahma Swarupa. So we are not acting. Prakriti is acting. So performance of action is falsely superimposed on Atman. I am doing this, I am doing that, but I am not doing it. I am not doing that, but the Prakriti is doing that. So the performance of action is falsely superimposed on Atman. So, and we have seen in the second chapter, there is no change in Atman. We have seen a lot of Shlokas. We have seen that it is like a old cloth is worn out, will wear new clothes, like that. The Atman will take from a worn out body, it will go to a new body, like that. We have seen many things. There is no change in the Atman that we have seen second chapter. So as long as we don't fully internalize that the notion that our I or self does not perform actions, our self does not perform actions, we will remain we will remain, as long as we are self does not perform actions, we will remain, we will not be entrenched in the samsara. If we are realizing that our self is not doing, only Prakriti is doing, then we will not be continuing in this samsara. We will make a break there, and we will go towards the Brahman. So here only a sannyasi who can really see that Prakriti performs actions, and he only can destroy current, past, and future fruits of actions. All fruits of actions he can destroy, and he can, by seeing that he is not doing the actions, only Prakriti is doing the actions, he is able to break that chain, and he will be able to attain liberation. So if a sannyasi who has done tyagam, karma bhalatyagam, karma bhalatyagam, not karma tyagam, karma bhalatyagam, so he can realize that he can break that chain and he can escape from this samsara. That's what Bhagavan says here. We'll continue.
Lakshmi Kiran Bhagini.
Anishtamishtam mishrancha.
Anishtamishtam mishrancha. Anishtamishtam mishrancha.
Trivitham karmanah phalam.
Trividham karmanah phalam. Trividham karmanah phalam.
Bhavat bhavatyatyāginām pretya.
Bhavatyatyāginām pretya. Bhavatyatyāginām pretya.
Natu sannyāsinām kvacit.
Natu sannyāsinām kvacit. Natu sannyāsinām kvacit.
Varalakshmi Bhagini.
Bhavatyatyāginām. There is a ditvam there. Bhavatyatyāgin. Remember here. Continue. Anishtamishtam misrancha.
Anishtamishtam mishranja. Anishtamishtam mishranja.
Trivitham karmanah phalam.
Trivitham karmanah phalam. Trivitham karmanah phalam.
Bhavatyatyāginām pretya.
Bhavatyatyāginām pretya. Bhavatyatyāginām pretya.
Natu sannyāsinām kvacit.
Natu sannyāsinām kvacit. Kvacit. Natu sannyāsinām kvacit.
Uttam.
Rema Shriram Bhagini.
Anishtamishtam misrancha. Trivitham karmanah phalam.
Mishtam shrancha.
Nagamani Bhagini. Gholak Mahodaya.
Anishtamishtam mishrancha trividham karmanah phalam. Anishtamishtam mishrancha trividham karmanah phalam.
Bhavatyatyāginām pretya. Natu sannyāsinām kvacit.
Bhavatyatyāginām pretya. Natu sannyāsinām kvacita. Bhavantyatyaginam pretya. Natu sannyāsinām kvacita.
Uttam.
धन्यवाद.
Nagamani Bhagini.
Anishtamishtam misrancha. Trivitham karmanah phalam.
Anishtamishtam mishranja. Trividham karmanah phalam. Anishtamishtam mishranja. Trividham karmanah phalam.
Bhavatyatyāginām pretya. Natu sannyāsinām kvacit.
Bhavatyatyāginām pretya. Natu sannyāsinām kvacit. Bhavatyatyāginām pretya. Natu sannyāsinām kvacit.
Uttam.
Dhanyavadaः.
Padma Vishwanathan Bhagini.
Anishtamishtam misrancha. Trivitham karmanah phalam. Bhavatyatyāginām pretya. Natu sannyāsinām kvacit.
अनिष्टमिष्टं मिश्रञ्च त्रिविधं कर्मणः फलं भवत्यत्यागिनां प्रेत्य न तु सन्न्यासिनां क्वचित्.
Uttam.
Meenakshi Bhagini.
Anishtamishtam mishrancha trividham karmanah phalam bhavatyatyāginām pretya natu sannyasinām kvacit.
Uttam.
Sapna Bhagini.
अनिष्टं मिष्टं मिश्रञ्च त्रिविधं कर्मणः फलं भवत्यत्यागिनां प्रेत्य न तु सन्न्यासिनां क्वचित्.
Uttam. We'll go to the next topic. That is here. The fruit of action is his who thinks of himself as the author of the karma. So if he thinks that he is doing the work, he is the author of the karma. he is getting the fruits of the action. Happiness and misery come to him as a result of his thought. See, it is I have done this work, this is my results of my action, this is what thing. But the happiness and misery, both will come to him as a result of this thought, that the fruit is his, if he thinks like that. So, but a man in reality, is man reality the originator of karma? So Bhagavan describes about karma. There is components of karma. What happens? How does one perform a karma? So this is what Bhagavan says in this. Panchaitani mahabaho karanani nibodhame sankhye kritante proktani siddhaye sarva karmanam. So here, learn from me, nibodhame, learn from me, O mighty armed Mahabaho, these 5 factors, Panchaitani Karanani, these 5 reasons or factors in the accomplishment of all actions. 5 factors in the accomplishment of all factors, as taught in the Sankhya Yoga, which is the end of action. That's Vedanta. In the Vedanta, it is this is talked about. So as talked about in the Sankhya Yoga, there are 5 types of factors that influence actions. So here, now Sri Krishna describes the true nature of action. What is action? Typically, we think we initiate, execute, and complete every action. There are other factors which are responsible for accomplishment of all actions, as explained in Sankhya Yoga or Vedanta. That is, it is explained there. We cannot go into it. So he introduced a new topic. That is, in chapter 4, we stated all actions will ultimately end in knowledge. Every actions will end in knowledge. So there are 2 components to this knowledge. The first is that the self, the Atma, is actionless. Since there is no possibility of change or modification in Atma, so there is actionless, because there is no change in the Atma. So this leads to the second component of knowledge. If I am not performing action, something else must be doing so. Something else is performing the action. So Sri Krishna gives us a detailed analysis of action and its components so that we may come to the right conclusion. Who is doing the action? We'll come to the right conclusion. We are simplistic in thinking that the self performs action. But the Sankhya and Vedanta talks us that we do not. Our self performs the action, and the Sankhya Yoga and the Vedanta also tells that we do not perform actions. Once we come to the conclusion, it automatically rounds the doership of action, and consequently free ourselves from the chain of action and reaction. So this is what there are 5 factors are there that induces action. So what are they? We'll see in the coming slokas. We continue.
Devi Chitra Bhagini.
Panchaitani Maha. Hello, next.
Sir, you said all karmas end in
knowledge.
Okay, all karmas end in knowledge. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Every karma you do, there will be some knowledge will be arising out of that. Okay. Panchaitani Mahabaho.
Pushpa Bhagini.
Panchaitani Mahabaho. Panchaitani Mahabaho.
Karanani nibodhame.
Karanani nibodhame. Karanani nibodhame.
Sankhye kritante proktani.
Sankhye kritante proktani. Sankhye kritante proktani.
Siddhaye sarva karmanam.
Siddhaye sarva karmanam. Siddhaye sarva karmanam.
Uttam.
Vatsala Bhagini.
Panchaitani Mahabaho.
पञ्चैदानि महाबाहो पञ्चैदानि महाबाहो
कारणानि निबोध मे
कारणानि निबोध मे कारणानि निबोध मे
सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि
सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि
सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्
सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणां सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्
उत्तम
काञ्चन श्रीराम भगिनी
पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे
पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे
सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्
सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणां सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्
उत्तम
हेमा भगिनी
पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे
पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे
सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्
सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम् सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्
उत्तम
लक्ष्मी HS भगिनी
पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्
पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्
उत्तम गच्छामि
धन्यवाद
रघुनाथ महोदय
पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम् धन्यवाद
अनसूया भगिनी
पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्
सांख्ये कृतान्ते दीर्घ प्रोक् सिद्धये सिद्धये
पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्
उत्तम गच्छामि
धन्यवादः
श्लोकास् कार्यमित्येव यत् कर्म नियतं क्रियते अर्जुन संगं त्यक्त्वा फलं चैव सत्यागः सात्विको मतः न द्वेष्ट्यकुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुषज्यते त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः न हि देहभृता शक्यं त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः यस्तु कर्मफलत्यागी सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते अनिष्टमिष्टं मिश्रं च त्रिविधं कर्मणः फलं भवत्यत्यागिनां प्रेत्य न तु सन्न्यासिनां क्वचित् पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम् समापयामः कन्क्लूड द शांति मंत्र ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय പൂർണ്ണമേവാവശിഷ്യത്തെ. ഓം ശാന്തി ശാന്തി ശാന്തി. ധന്യവാദക. പുനർമിലാമക. രാം രാം രാം.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಮಹೋದಯ.